my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Now witness the firepower of this fully armed and operational battle station.
Hey guys, what's up? You're listening to Escape Podcast. My name is Cameron Haug.
I'm Justin Lindsay.
And I'm Zach Fielder. We have a special guest, Justin. Who we got?
We got Kenneth Spencer on the mic. Tell him hi.
Hey,
Kenny. Today we're talking about comics. This will be our comic corner.
Something Justin's been very giddy about for weeks.
He's been trying to get it in
months, man.
For like the first episode.
This is the whole reason I wanted to start a podcast.
This is my reason.
He's like, oh, let's talk about Star Wars. I'm like, come on, comics, please.
Well, how about both?
How about both?
Well, I think we got some news today,
a
Zach.
little bit of news.
Listen to that segue. Oh, man, you're going to be professional.
Oh, you know it.
Oh, yeah, he's growing and evolving. But no, we do have, from our trusted news source, StarWarsNewsNet.com, Ryan Johnson and Gwyneth Christie, who plays Captain Phasma, talked and collaborated on a backstory for her, giving her a larger role in The Last Jedi, as well as they're going to release a novel and a mini comic book series for her to give her a backstory and to show you why she is that feared enforcer that's been part of the First Order, which we never saw in the first one. She just got tossed in a trash compactor, really.
Did they say who's writing it? The miniseries?
No, not yet.
No. Hopefully it's Jason Aaron.
They just were talking about interviews with Ryan Johnson and Gwyneth Christie about what they want to do with her.
Well, issue 30 is the last issue for Jason Aaron, so maybe he'll jump on the Captain Phasma comic book. That'd be awesome. So,
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
All right. And you got some news for us, Justin?
Yeah, Teen Titans is coming out with a live-action TV show. I cannot wait. I love
Teen Titans.
Dick Grayson. One of my favorite characters.
Is it going to be Dick?
Yeah, it's going to be Dick.
Sweet.
Yes. And
he's not my
it's coming in 2018, so we got about a year. But this is coming from Jeff Johns and what's the guy that does the Arrow? He's the executive producer on the Arrow. Kreisberg, Andrew Kreisberg, and that whole place. But I don't think it's actually going to take place in the Arrowverse. Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
It's not going to be on TV either. What they're doing is they're going to have DC TV, and they're like doing another subscription thing. So I'm going to have to pay another $10 a month.
Right.
And I will. They get me every time.
On top of my Crunchyroll Funimation.
Hey, so for our listeners who don't know, who exactly is Jeff Johns?
Jeff Johns is he's the big guy over at DC as far as your comics, as far as like the big I don't know his title, but he's the guy on top of everything. You know, he's works his way around and tells people what to do. Okay. So but Andrew Kreisberg is the guy who Andrew Kreisberg and Berlanti. Berlanti's the main guy, but Andrew Kreisberg and Berlanti created the Arrowverse, and if you haven't watched CW's Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, Legend of Tomorrow. It's amazing. It's amazing what they did with this universe and how everything ties together.
The one thing that pissed me off, though, is like the time that they casted Grant Gustin in the Flash series is when they also casted the Flash movie.
Actually, it was after they casted Grant Gustin first, and then like a year later, because he was in Arrow season 3. I think it was season 2, and they already had. I mean, they were leading into the Flash season 1 from season 2. So, and they casted him afterwards, and I don't understand why, because
Grant Gustin's doing such a great job as the Flash.
I know, and he's a fan favorite too. So, but so that's what we're gonna have. We're gonna have Teen Titans, Robin, Starfire, and Raven will be included. This won't be on TV. You're gonna have to buy a subscription to watch it, or you can just go to Cody and get it for free. And then, like I said, it's got a lot of talent backing it up. You can check it out on tvovermind.com. They've got the article up, and I'm super excited.
All right, cool.
On that topic, really quick, Who's your favorite Robin or favorite member of the Bat family?
Favorite member of the Bat family?
Oh, I can answer this one for Justin.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nightwing.
Yes, Dick Grayson.
Red Hood. I love Jason Todd.
Dick Grayson is hands down. I mean, if it wasn't Terry McGinnis, Dick Grayson would be Batman. You know what I'm saying? He's the most. Yeah, I love Dick Grayson. But
Well, he was Batman at one point.
so your favorite is Red Hood?
I love Jason Todd.
Yeah.
It was such a cool thing. Like he came back like a bloodthirsty savage,
Yeah.
and then kind of like he's still kind of bloodthirsty. Like he'll still kill, but when he's with Batman, he's like, I gotta do what Dad tells me to do.
Who's your least favorite?
Damian Wayne.
Damien. Yeah, that
like
whine.
that. I
He's a
like that.
whiny little bastard.
Like, I even take Stephanie Brown over Damian. He's just annoying.
Yeah, Damien's annoying. I like Tim Drake though. He's a great Robin. All right.
Kenny, settle down there.
Ah,
What do you?
He's not big on DC. He's more of an independent. comic.
Independent.
Yeah.
Like what?
I read a lot of Image, a lot of different dark stuff. I'm not your typical superhero comic book reader
What
for
about-
the most part.
See, I love Spawn and Image.
Yeah, Spawn,
is
Image.
amazing.
Image puts out some of the best stuff right now. It's just top notch.
See, Justin over here just gave me the first volume of Saga, so I'm starting that now.
Dude, it's good stuff.
Speaking of,
I gotta finish Ahsoka first before I hit Saga though.
Yeah.
You excited for that Spawn movie?
Absolutely.
Okay, I think it's
Heck
coming
yeah.
out August 25th. If I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken.
It's gonna be so much. It's gonna be so good. Todd McFarlane's the executive producer, and he's writing it, and it's just like he has such a big role now, and how his character is gonna be brought to life.
Yep.
Did he do 97 too?
He kind of helped, but not as much as what he's doing right now.
Okay, cool.
I mean, like I was saying last time, nostalgia version, like it's a great movie just because it's nostalgic, but looking back at it now, it was pretty bad.
Right.
But nostalgia-wise, I'm like, this is the greatest thing ever. And then there's the HBO show, which Todd McFarlane did have a huge part in.
I didn't watch the HBO show.
You have Amazon Prime, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Go watch
Oh
it.
no, I don't.
You don't have Amazon Prime?
No.
You need to get Amazon Prime so you can go watch it. It's
My
on there.
girlfriend got rid of it because I was complaining about her ordering too much stuff all the time.
It's so convenient. Free 2 days shipping.
But yeah. So going forward, I mean, what was your guys' favorite comics?
I didn't get into comics till I was like in high school because like I had to drive myself to the comic book shop. My parents didn't want to take me 30 minutes to the closest comic book shop, so I had to wait. I would borrow a couple issues from my friends, but when I finally got into it, it was probably Batman. I'm a big DC guy.
Yeah.
And then Spawn. I actually found a couple Spawn issues, so yeah. I like Spawn a lot. I love DC. Probably one of my top favorites, and I get made fun of so much for this. I love Aquaman.
Really?
Aquaman is so cool.
Really? Arthur Curry. Huh?
Aquaman is the man. Like he's as strong as Superman. His skin's impenetrable. Like in all the battles he goes through down under with Black Manta and all that, it's so cool. Like there was one issue I read where in Bay City, him and Mira got a distress call because of like these Murloc-looking creatures were attacking Bay City, and like people are like, "Oh, Aquaman's he talks to fish, he's gay, blah blah blah." And I show him this issue where he comes up with a trident and like it does a close up where he sticks 2 prongs through the Murloc's eye and just like starts slashing and gashing him. I'm like, "Is this gay? Is this gay? Fuck you."
Did you? So you're pretty excited about Jason Momoa's portrayal or not?
I'm open to movie interpretations.
Yeah.
I'm pretty open. It's he looks like he's gonna be doing kind of cool.
Yeah.
He looks like he'll be doing all right. I want to see more like actual Aquaman-esque stuff though. Like you saw him swimming and you see him with the trident, but like with the trident he can conjure lightning. He can control water. It's like I kind of want to see more of that aspect, more or less just. Here's handsome Jason Momoa to make all the girls' panties wet. No, like,
He
I
made
wanna
mine
see,
wet.
I bet.
That's called drugs.
Yeah, it's Khal Drogo. It's awesome. But like, I want to see more Aquaman.
Yeah. How about you, Kenny? What's your favorite comic book?
My favorite comic book comes from a weird time in my comic book reading lifespan. You know, I had some when I was younger, but I just got into it more recently, and the first book I picked up and started actually reading is called Chew. It's by John Layman. It's just a weird, dark, kind of funny, humorous. It's all over the place, really.
Sounds like Teeth. Like with a name called Chew, it sounds like something like Teeth.
What did you put in there?
Yeah, so like the basis of it, it's a detective in a time where chicken is treated like cocaine. So like you can't buy fried chicken unless you go to get your from your dealer. It's just it's all over the place. It's a good read for sure. It's funny. It just caught me at the perfect time. I just happened to pick it up, and it's like this is my favorite. I actually refuse to read it digitally. I'm only reading as I pick up the book. So
Okay.
And it's hard to find. I know he's texted me a few times every time I go to a comic shop. He's like, hey, keep an eye out for number 16, 17, and 18.
yeah, that's the ones.
He's like,
Still.
I need them so I can keep reading. So, I mean, you got to look out for that. If anybody comes across it, shoot me an email.
Email us at escapepodcastrequest@gmail.com.
Yeah, there we go.
You got
Cool.
Chew issue 16, 17, and 18.
Right. I need it.
So, with that being said, what would you say, Justin, would be your least favorite
I don't
comic?
think we heard Justin's favorite though.
Didn't we?
No.
No.
He went straight to us.
Favorite comic is what I
favorite?
meant to say.
It'd have to be, right now, currently, I'm reading Southern Bastards, which is an amazing run. It's by Jason Aaron. He's also doing the Star Wars comics, the ongoing that I was talking about earlier. He's going to be off that at issue 30, though. I think it's 30 or 32 or something like that. But it's amazing. It's about a football team down south. The coach is this like crime boss. He runs the city because he's actually, his name's Boss, Coach Boss. And he runs the city, and he runs them with a freaking, what is it, iron thumb? What's that thing? Iron fist. Yeah, he runs them with an iron fist. There you go. And then one of the old his old players comes into town, and what's his name? Euless, I think it was. Euless, he comes into town, and he sees that this is happening, so he stands up to Coach, and you're like, oh, this guy is going to be the saving grace of this town. No, they Ned Starked his ass. They killed him in the 4th issue, and you're like,
that.
oh, what? And then you're like, okay, so we're going to get ongoing from this into the next book, and you're like, oh, great, we're going to see what happens, who's going to come back, his daughter's going to come and help the town, but no. It just goes back in time, kind of gives Coach Boss like a human like perspective. He kind of show you what his past was and how he was raised horribly and stuff like that. And then the next book, it's finally getting around to his daughter coming into town. I think the last issue was the first main issue with her in town, and then the next issue's coming out in August. Cannot wait. But honorable mentions, definitely Watchmen. Alan Moore, it's an amazing book.
Watchmen is fantastic.
Alan Moore is just amazing as it is. I mean, Swamp Thing, he's done some great runs. So, and then Nailbiter, I actually lent the comic to Cam. It's about a town, for some reason, like 14 of the world's deadliest serial killers are from, and the detective's trying to figure it out.
Is Krampus Michael in there?
He's an assassin.
Hi, I'm an assassin. I'm here to... What was it called? I kill people for a living. Here's my business card, Morty. If you need anyone killed, I can do it at any time, anywhere.
Oh my god, you watch
Women,
this too
children.
much.
Women, children, doesn't matter.
I'll kill anybody.
Oh my god, Rick.
So, I guess... Food, Rick! With that being said, now that we
Before
have...
we go any further, excuse my shitty audio quality. I bought a mic and it's not the best of what we were expecting.
I tried fixing it, but...
If it pops up, but just bear with us. I'm gonna get a new one soon.
Fingers crossed. So, Zach, least favorite comic?
Here, come back to me on that one. Let's go to Kenny or Justin.
It actually works out perfectly for me. This guy over here, he just recommended me a book. Try this out. I want to see if it's worth reading. It's called Bitch Planet.
Did you know it was terrible when you
No, I've heard some reviews. I heard it was all right, and it's on the Unlimited on what the hell, Comixology Unlimited. So I was like, hey, check this comic out. Because I've got so many comic books I'm reading right now. I was like, check it out. Tell me if it's worth reading. If it's worth reading, then I'll take a look at it. But
Okay. And
so
the
I
end
did.
result?
I checked it out. I got through the first issue. I don't think I made it through a page of the second issue. It just wasn't good. It just wasn't.
What can you pinpoint what was so bad about Bitch Planet?
I don't know.
Other than the
And
title.
it's not necessarily even the content. It's just, it wasn't, I don't know. It just wasn't my kind of writing, wasn't my kind of style.
Okay.
I forget who wrote that.
I didn't even look.
Doesn't matter. It's not that great. Justin, do you have anything? That's probably your goddamn least favorite comic book you've ever read. I know you've read thousands.
Probably Axis. It's like a Marvel event with Avengers and X-Men.
Okay.
And they get together. Red Skull steals Professor X's brain. They kill Red Skull. He explodes into some red giant or whatever. But whenever he does explode, he switches everybody's like personalities. All the bad guys turn good. All the good guys turn bad. Now this sounds like a freaking awesome book.
That's such a great concept.
It's a great concept, but it was so jumbled up and it was hard to. I don't know. It's Rick Remender wrote it. It was, but it was. He's a great writer. It's just it was really hard to follow for me. I don't know what it was, but Carnage. He wrote Carnage really well in that though. It was. I think he did a good job with Carnage, but the rest of the book was just like it kind of stuck out to me. But it did lead to Supreme Iron Man or Superior Iron Man, where Iron Man was kind of had those fucked up tactics that I just talked about. He didn't get changed back like all the other heroes did, so he still kind of had like the bad guy in him, and he had like fucked up tactics where he like he made an app that made everybody beautiful, and then he gave it to everybody for free, and then like a week later he took it away and was like, it's $100 a month. And everybody's like, what the fuck? You know, like, and they're like beating people up from what it was like drugs, you know?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so, it did lead to that, which was a great thing. But, and also, I'd have to say Captain America, Steve Rogers, #1, Hail Hydra, that pissed me off. I stopped reading. I was so excited. Steve Rogers is back. I want to read this shit. Picked up the first issue, and at the end, Hail Hydra. I was like, oh, fuck this. But I've done reading on why he is a Hydra agent, but I can't get past it. So I'm just like, yeah, Secret Empire, you're done. I'm not reading you yet. So.
Okay. And Zach, if you came up with an idea?
Yeah. There was a couple issues that I bought a while ago. That was called The Avengers versus the X-Men, and I thought it was a cool concept where it was like something pitted some major members of the Avengers against some of the major members of the X-Men, and I thought there'd be a story. I bought 7 issues before. There's only 8 issues in the series. I have 7 out of the 8, and literally all it is just people writing about a fight between a member of the Avengers versus a member of the X-Men. I thought there was going to be some sort of story behind it, something that happened, something that caused the fighting.
Isn't it weird how like events are normally like so hit or miss?
Right.
Like
And so
you can have the worst or the best of it. It's weird.
You saying it's kind of like Capcom versus Marvel?
it's just literally someone who wanted to just make a bunch of fighting sequences. Like you end one fighting sequence. I think Black Panther beat the shit out of Psylocke, and they were starting to talk about some sort of story. But no, we jumped to the moon where the Thing is now fighting the Red Hulk, and it's like what the fuck is going on here? Like what is going on? Nothing important is happening, and what am I reading? And it just kind of pissed me off that I wasted money on just a bunch of fighting panels. That's all I got.
That's why nobody gets too excited about these events anymore.
Right.
Because, dude, I mean, you have Civil War II and Secret Empire, and then even Rebirth. Nobody was excited for that either, but it came out to be pretty well. But I mean, they're not like Infinity Crisis or Crisis on Infinity Earth or.
The Infinity Crisis was probably one of my favorite things when freaking Dr. Light of all people starts Superman's descent into madness almost.
And then Like I do like the Injustice though, the Injustice series.
Yes.
Yes, it's like the only DC that Kenny's ever read, and he's in love with it.
Second.
Second.
What's the first?
What was it? You gave it to me. I didn't finish it.
Killing Joke.
Yeah.
You didn't finish the Killing
I
Joke?
didn't finish it.
Dude, shame.
I know.
Well, the thing is with
Shame.
I'll give him props though, because the reason why he's able to read like an Injustice is he's so used to those independent comics where they don't have like an editor breathing over their neck and they're like, oh, you got to do things this way.
Yeah, I know.
And Injustice.
Fucking Sex Planet. It's like
Yeah.
Marvel or DC would never allow that.
Right.
Yeah. In Injustice, you're like, they don't care. It's not canon, so it's like you can kill off whoever you want. You
So
know?
intense.
Yeah, it's so
Writing
intense.
freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Complete
Very
writing freedom.
It's so
they,
intense.
They killed a child. Billy Batson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Okay. So, Axis, Bitch Planet, and X-Men versus the Avengers. Cream of the crop. Worst comic books you guys have ever read.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time.
With that being said, Justin, I know you're a lot of writers. Do you have a particular writer and favorite that you just adore?
I've mentioned him twice already, so. But Jason Aaron, he's amazing. All the stuff. It seems like everything he comes out with is gold. You got Southern Bastards. He's on the Star Wars ongoing right now. He's doing a great job with that. I'm only on issue 16, but it's so good. He's also doing Mighty Thor. And then
Is that back to actually Thor being in, or is it still
it's
Jane
like
Foster?
It's Jane Foster right now, and they're actually from last time I heard, I haven't read the latest issue. I think there's just like a War of Thors right now. So there's a
War
bunch.
of Thors. How many different Thors are there?
I heard there's a shit ton. So
Jesus Christ!
but-
I know there's the one that looks like an anteater.
yeah,
I can't remember.
it's like the lanterns. How many lanterns are there? You
Oh
know?
yeah, but I mean, like,
That's different.
yeah,
Those are
that's
cups.
actually a core.
Yeah. But and then Charles Soule, I really like Charles Soule. Like I said, I mean we came together as Star Wars fans. So he writes, Poe Dameron Star Wars series. He
I
also,
heard that was really good.
yeah, it's amazing. It's it brings in new villains that you kind of like. It's kind of I don't know. He makes you like them.
Okay.
As villains. That aren't Jedi or anything like that, or Force sensitive, so it's pretty cool. Generals and spies and stuff like that. He also writes curse words. I actually just brought the graphic novel in for Cameron to read. It's about a wizard that comes to destroy the Earth. He parties on Earth. He realized Earth is awesome, so he's like, nah, I'm not going to destroy Earth. And then the guy that sent him starts sending wizards in to destroy Earth and kill the
Now-
Zord.
What's with this pet koala with rippling biceps?
That is Margaret. She starts. Margaret is originally a rat, and then nobody likes rats on Earth. So he's like, I want to be something cute, and he turns it into a fucking koala, and everybody
With
loves Margaret.
bulging biceps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
No, it's ripped.
But yeah, they have like little tweets on the whole thing. It's like Team Margaret, hashtag Team Margaret, like within the book. You're like, holy shit.
Is Margaret there? How does she look? Hashtag Team Margaret.
Yeah, exactly. and then my last would have to be if I'm gonna go back, older writers. Wolfman, Marv Wolfman wrote Crisis on Infinite Earth. He also wrote New Teen Titans, Jews Contract, all that greatness.
I have to watch that. I know the comic is really good, but they just made a Jews Contract animated movie.
Have you ever read the comic, the Jews Contract? Read the comic before you watch the movie.
That's usually what I do, but
Yeah.
I live at least 45 minutes away from the nearest comic book shop right now.
I think they brought it out in trade, so you might be able to pick it up in the trade. So, but yeah, those are my favorite writers.
Okay. Keeney.
All right.
Do you have a favorite writer, Keeney?
You're having way too much fun with this.
He's like being a dead horse over there. You know how many times I heard that? So my favorite writer right now is it's definitely Brian K. Vaughan. He's just putting out good stuff. Everything he's put out is just going somewhere, some direction. It's already been mentioned once. Saga, killed it. Awesome. He wrote Why the Last Man on Earth, and it's in development with FX for a TV show right now. It's supposed to be killer.
I love that book. It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, everything he puts out, like, it's just good stuff. Paper Girls, We Stand Guard. There's just such a good list.
I've totally forgot about We Stand on Guard. That's like such a good one. Yeah, that's Canada versus America fighting against for fresh water.
Yep.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
In the future. So.
Yeah, Ex Machina. I mean, the list goes on with the good stuff that he's put out. He's up for 2 Hugo Award nominations for Best Graphic Story for Saga and Paper Girls. Everything he puts out right now is just top-notch quality stuff.
Yeah, I've only read four issues of Paper Girls, but it was really good. I've got the other 2 trades. There's just too many comics to read.
What's Paper Girls about?
It's about paper girls, and then the world is coming to an end.
Like Paper Boys, or
like
Yep.
okay,
paper girls, and they have like
I
their
didn't
own.
like it at first. I was like, what? This isn't something I'm supposed to read.
Yeah, they have like their own little clique. They ride around and throw papers, and then the world's coming to an end while they're on their route, and they're like, what the hell's going on? And they're trying to figure out, and they go back to to one of the girls' houses to get a gun, and they meet her mom there, and where I left off, her mom. They like reached for the gun, and her mom had it in her hand, and it shot off, and everybody's like, and then look back, and like the main character that you first started with was shot in the gut, and we don't know what happened to her. I don't know what happened to her yet.
That's where I'm at too.
Yeah, so, but it's pretty good.
It's on the list. It's just not. The list is so long.
sounds pretty enthralling.
Yeah.
Okay, and Zach, do you have a favorite writer of yours?
About 2 that I can pull out off the bat. One of them being Todd McFarlane. I love, of course, again, the main Spawn writer, but he's also freelanced into a couple Batman novels. He's done a bunch of stuff with DC. But then on top of that, I want to go to Brian. I can never pronounce his name. Azzarello.
Oh, Brian Azzarello. Yeah.
Brian Azzarello, yeah. Okay, so I did pronounce it right. He's done the Joker novel. He's done The Killing Joke. He did Flashpoint. He's doing 100 Bullets.
Killing Joke was written by Alan Moore.
One of them was he was one of the writers, part of The Killing Joke. But he's done the Joker novel, Batman Death Blow. He's done 100 Bullets, a bunch of the Wonder Woman stuff. He's an awesome writer. Like, especially the Joker novel, how he wrote it from an outside perspective. The Joker novel isn't through the eyes of the Joker, more or less. It is from one of his henchmen that joined on. And just kind of recalling the events he's seen while working with the Joker. One of them being one of the most gruesome scenes in DC Comics, where he skins a man alive. Yeah, it's.
You gotta love the Joker.
Dude,
Right.
the Joker's one of my favorite. He's. I mean, I wear a lot of Joker stuff. I have a lot of Joker stuff in my room. He's one of my favorite. He is my favorite character in comic books. I love the Joker.
Cool. So I guess with that being said, Kenny,
Uh-oh.
besides dying every 22 minutes, what are you currently reading?
Currently, right now, I had 2. I couldn't pick just one. The first one is Hack Slash. It's Jason Friday the 13th kind of character, but with a giant twist. Super cool, fun read. The other one I just started about a week ago, and I'm already like 15 issues in, is Injustice: Gods Among Us. It's just top notch. It's so intense. I can literally every time I pick it up, I read 4 issues. I just can't put it down. It's a good read.
Except the 4th issue.
He's got a kid. He's got to stop. You know. Everything.
I mean, everyone. Yeah. I mean, you gotta sleep, you gotta eat. You know, it's a very enthralling read. I've read the first issue, I believe. It was incredible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see here, Justin. I know you got 1,000 things on your mind. What are you currently reading?
Things that I'm up to date in is curse words.
He's reading thousands of things.
No. Curse words. Southern Bastards. Southern Bastards comes out next month. I cannot wait. I think it's August 2nd or 3rd. I'm super excited. I mean, I have that on like my pool. So when comes out.
Yeah.
So, I'm also reading Injustice 2, the new one. I just started, and then Superman's in prison. So, I'm sorry.
That's it.
I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Let's say
Never mind.
I've already beaten the game, so I kind of know it. I know the stuff he's talking about.
Wait, never mind. I'm not gonna spoil anything for Kenny because I just got him into that Injustice and he loves it. So,
Well, it's kind of like foreshadowed.
yeah. Nailbiter's done, so but I'm still on like issue 20 of Nailbiter, so I'm trying to catch up. And Star Wars, I'm trying to catch up on Star Wars. And that's probably and Batman. I just finished up I Am Suicide, which ended with Batman. Have you read it? Have you read any of the new Batman Rebirth stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just finished up I Am Suicide, and it ended with a two-parter issue of Batman and Catwoman. Batman just got done taking out Bane and getting I forgot what he got back from, but he just got done taking out Bane with Catwoman, and they're on a roof, and they're like, "I gotta take you in," and they're like, she was she was gonna get the death penalty because she killed like 237 people. They said.
Catwoman?
Yeah, 237 people, and then they're on a roof, and they're like, "This is our last night together." So they go out and they like run through the town like Catwoman and Batman would, and then at the very end, they start, and everything like that.
Because Batman has done that multiple times.
Yeah, to
Multiple
Selena.
people.
Yeah. And then it ended with Batman finding out who the true killer of the 237 were. So, and he was like kind of on like the trail. So it's getting really good. So I'm a little ways behind on that. I think that was issue like 15, and they're at like 30 right now. I'm always like halfway in.
You can't ever get there. Every time you get there, you're only halfway closer.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing Brian Azrael did. Have you read Before Watchmen?
No, I haven't.
He did the Before Watchmen book. That one gives you a little bit more into the comedian and stuff like that. And the earlier inceptions of the
Yeah.
Watchmen.
The Minuteman.
Yeah, the Minutemen. It was a lot of
Cool.
interesting.
Yeah, I just read the Alan Moore Watchmen. So. But how about you, Kenny?
Currently.
Yeah, what are you reading?
Currently. I already did currently.
Oh,
yeah,
you did.
remember he's dying all the
Hack
time.
slash.
Hack
Yeah,
slash.
I
Oh
haven't-
yeah, you told me.
Hack
about
slash. Read it. Put it on the list.
I will.
Mark it down.
Zach.
Like I said, I live hella far away from the nearest comic book shop, so I haven't had a chance to go out and look at the newest issues. But because of Justin, I have Marvel Unlimited.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, me too. Hey, you're on that
Hey,
account as
me
well.
too.
Hey, come on, guys! Marvel's gonna freeze my account or
I
something.
mean, what? We all purchase and have a subscription fee that we regularly pay.
Absolutely.
I read I just got done reading every issue of the Darth Vader, Darth Maul that was on there. I read Darth Vader and the
How about Vader Down?
Did you read Vader Down?
not yet.
Ooh.
Have you read Vader Down?
I've read the first 3 issues.
Oh, it's so intense, isn't
I
it?
know.
Oh my
I
god,
read
it's so
Vader.
good.
I read Vader in the it's like the secret prison or something, like the ghost prison. Vader in the ghost prison, and I'm currently starting on issue number 3 of the Spidey Deadpool crossover, the most recent one, where Deadpool's actually an Avenger and kind of made Spidey leave the Avengers, so he's trying to reconnect with Spidey. And of course, every time Spidey and Deadpool get together, it's always fucked up and weird just because it's Deadpool.
Yeah, anytime Deadpool's around.
Well, are we ever going to see that if Fox retains the rights to Deadpool?
That's never gonna happen.
That's already happened.
Okay. I mean, they're letting go
As well
of Star Wars. I would not let go of Deadpool at this point if I was 20th Century Fox.
as well as it's doing right now. There's no way that you're gonna ever see the X-Men and the Marvel.
Well,
cinematic
the X-Men
universe.
weren't doing that great up until
Yeah.
Logan.
Yeah.
Oh my
Well,
God,
until
Logan
Deadpool.
was incredible.
No, I mean, I'm talking about the X-Men. Like
Oh.
the X-Men movies, The Last Stand was terrible. X-Men Origins, terrible.
I mean, Apocalypse was awful too.
Apocalypse was terrible.
Yeah.
And
They-
I did like.
But they kind of gathered themselves with First Class, and Days of Future Past was one of the best.
Yeah, Days of
X-Men
Future
movies.
Past and X-Men First Class are pretty good movies.
That timeline they were doing up until Apocalypse was like.
Wolverine was god awful.
Yeah.
Oh
I mean,
Silver Samurai.
you had
That was-
Oscar Isaac in it, but that's like the only plus
That was,
to
that was a
Apocalypse.
terrible version of the Silver Samurai.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I have a lot of reading now I can do.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, Justin.
No.
So, what are we all excited for? Something's coming up. We're going to be holding on to our seats, balconying ourselves in. What are you excited that is coming up for you to sit down and read, Justin?
For me to sit down and read?
Yeah, comics. That's what
Oh.
I'm talking about.
Curse words. All right.
Yeah.
Curse
Got more
words
coming
issue
out?
7's coming out. So yeah.
Ooh.
And Curse Words issue 7's coming out, and Curse Words and Southern Bastards coming up next month.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
August 2nd, Southern Bastards. I'm so excited, and August 16th, Curse Words is going to be out. So those are two of my favorite right now. It's hard to keep my attention, so after a while, it seems like the same stories over and over. So I'm just like, I'll drop the book then. But Southern Bastards has kept me on for a while. So
Cool. All right, Keeney, you back with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am here.
For the, I think, third time now. It's been about 66 minutes.
Is it time?
Keeney. Keeney. Oh my god. Keeney, what are you excited for, Keeney?
but you kept calling him K-Dog too on the text. Is
All right.
K-Dog going to be there? You don't even know him.
Is it a D-O-G or D-A-W-G?
D-A-W-G.
Yes! That's perfect.
K-Dog.
It doesn't get any better.
K-Dog.
What, are you excited for anything coming up?
I'm excited for issue 16, 17, and 18 of Chew.
I think
He's
I've
been
heard
excited for that
before.
for about a year now.
If you guys have seen it, please go ahead and mail us. Let us know where it. We'll give you a P.O. box. We swear to God, we gotta get this to K-Dog.
He's gonna lose his mind.
Right?
I think
What's
Saga
the left?
47's coming out pretty soon.
Yeah. Saga. Who wouldn't want to keep reading that?
I'm that far behind, huh? There's 47 issues.
Yeah, you can catch up and trade though.
Yeah, I can.
It's a quick read too. It's not a tough read.
Yeah, but there's just so much beautiful artwork. Fiona Staples
Oh.
does
Yeah,
an
I've been
amazing job.
admiring. I'll just flip through the pages and admire it, but
Yeah.
soon I'll be catching up.
Speaking of which, Zach,
I'm so far out of the loop. Yeah, I don't know what's coming out.
I guess that you can use these two as the cow plow in front of the train to
It's
get you
nice
on the
that-
back
It's
there.
nice that I see Justin every week. He can keep me in the loop.
There you go.
Throwing comic books at you weekly.
Yeah, I do. I bring a trade paperback every
Yeah.
week.
Only took you 6 months to give me mine back.
Oh, hey, I mentioned Charles Soule. He wrote that Obi and Anakin.
That was kind of lackluster.
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
I mean, it was a little segue in between 1 and 2, but that's about it.
That wasn't a big. It wasn't a big deal.
No one really cares about Obi and N. All right. Well, I guess with that being said, do we have any closing remarks for this, guys?
No. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Twitter and Instagram is escape_pod_cast. Facebook, it's at Escape Podcast 2187.
If you want to go ahead and listen to us first, be sure to follow us on SoundCloud at Escape Podcast, 3 words.
Underscore in each one.
If you, for some reason, like to use iHeartRadio, there's about a 2-day delay when it comes to uploading RSS feeds. I have no idea why. But that being said, my name's Cameron Haug,
I'm Justin Lindsay.
I'm Zach Fielder.
and we have K-Dog here. with us.
K-Dog's in the house.
Signing out, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for having me.
Good night.